Imagine a majestic kingdom ruled by King Solomon, a figure celebrated not only for his unmatched wisdom, but also for his unparalleled wealth. What was the secret behind his vast treasures of pure gold? In the Bible, King Solomon commanded expeditions to a land called OPHIR, a place described as overflowing with gold, silver, precious stones, and rare resources. But where was this mysterious land? Could OPHIR be the Philippines? Let's uncover the fascinating evidence behind this intriguing possibility. The name OPHIR echoes through the pages of the Bible as a land of untold wealth and splendor. Mentioned in books like 1 Kings 9:28 and 10:22, OPHIR is portrayed as a distant land that supplied King Solomon with treasures beyond imagination. Gold, ivory, precious stones, and exotic goods flowed into Solomon's kingdom from this mysterious location, enriching Israel's golden age. The biblical account hints at voyages so vast and intricate that they required a fleet of ships and years of planning. OPHIR's reputation wasn't solely tied to gold, it was also renowned for its unique resources. The cedar wood of OPHIR, known for its durability and fragrance, was instrumental in building the Grand Temple in Jerusalem. This place was not just a source of wealth, but a symbol of divine blessing and abundance. The fact that OPHIR's location remains unidentified has fueled speculation and intrigue for centuries, inviting scholars, explorers, and theologians to piece together its mystery. The Hebrew roots of the name OPHIR translate to richness or abundance, adding further allure to its legend. Yet, the Bible provides little geographical detail, leaving its whereabouts cloaked in ambiguity. It is this lack of precision that has sparked debate and theories over its true location. From Africa to Arabia and Southeast Asia, numerous candidates have been proposed, each with its share of evidence and speculation, but none are as compelling as the Philippines, a nation whose historical and geological treasures align remarkably with the biblical narrative. OPHIR's frequent association with Solomon's era is not just about wealth, it's about the scale of Israel's influence at the time. The partnership between Solomon and the Phoenician king Hiram of Tyre enabled expeditions to far-off lands, bringing back goods that enhanced Israel's prosperity and prestige. These expeditions were a testament to the seafaring prowess of the ancient world, showcasing advanced navigation and trade networks that connected distant continents. The mystery of OPHIR captivates us not because of its elusive location, but because of what it represents. A land of opportunity, divine favor, and cultural exchange. Its treasures enriched a kingdom, inspired countless quests, and remain an enduring symbol of abundance and mystery. Do these biblical descriptions align with the Philippines? Could this Southeast Asian nation, known for its gold and natural resources, be the legendary OPHIR? The evidence to support this theory is as vast and intriguing as the mystery itself. The theory that OPHIR, the legendary land of wealth mentioned in the Bible, is the Philippines has sparked much debate and intrigue among historians, theologians, and archaeologists. While it is impossible to confirm with absolute certainty, the evidence supporting this connection is compelling. From historical records to cultural traditions and geological features, the Philippines emerges as a strong candidate for this ancient, mysterious land. One of the most significant pieces of evidence is the Philippines' historical reputation as a source of gold. Even before Spanish colonization, the archipelago was known for its abundant gold deposits, with pre-colonial Filipinos trading the precious metal with neighboring countries like China, India, and the Malay archipelago. Spanish explorers who arrived in the 16th century were astonished by the vast quantities of gold in the region, observing that locals wore intricate gold jewelry and used gold coins in trade. This aligns closely with the biblical description of OPHIR as a land rich in gold, making the Philippines a plausible location. Ancient texts also add weight to the theory. The Greek historian Josephus, in his writings, suggested that OPHIR was located in the east, referencing the route taken by Solomon's fleet to acquire its treasures. This aligns with records from the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, an ancient maritime guide, which describes a prosperous land in the east that matches the characteristics of OPHIR. The Philippines, situated strategically in the maritime trade routes of the ancient world, fits this description perfectly. Its location made it a natural hub for trade, connecting the east to the west and facilitating the exchange of goods, including gold, ivory, and precious stones. The linguistic connections between the name OPHIR and terms associated with the Philippines also provide intriguing evidence. Some scholars point to the similarity between the word OPHIR and the Tagalog word ophil, which means to offer. This etymological link may be coincidental, but it adds another layer of curiosity to the debate. Furthermore, historical accounts suggest that early maps referred to the islands of the Philippines as OPHIR, reinforcing the association. Cultural traditions and artifacts unearthed in the Philippines further strengthen the case. The pre-colonial Filipinos were skilled goldsmiths, creating intricate jewelry, religious artifacts, and ceremonial objects from gold. These artifacts demonstrate a level of craftsmanship that matches the wealth and sophistication attributed to OPHIR. The discovery of the Golden Tara, a statue unearthed in Butuan and dated to around the 9th century, is a testament to the Philippines' long history of gold artistry. This statue, alongside other archaeological findings, highlights the advanced metalworking techniques of ancient Filipinos and their connection to gold, a hallmark of OPHIR. The maritime expertise of pre-colonial Filipinos also aligns with biblical accounts of voyages to OPHIR. The Bible describes King Solomon's fleet, aided by the seafaring skills of the Phoenicians, undertaking long and treacherous journeys to acquire the treasures of OPHIR. Similarly, the ancient Austronesian people, ancestors of modern Filipinos, were skilled navigators who voyaged across vast oceans in their balangay boats. These boats, some of which have been excavated and preserved, demonstrate the advanced shipbuilding and navigational skills of the time. The ability of ancient Filipinos to traverse long distances and engage in trade with distant lands supports the possibility that the Philippines was accessible to King Solomon's fleet. Another compelling piece of evidence lies in the natural resources of the Philippines, which align closely with the biblical description of OPHIR's wealth. In addition to gold, the Bible mentions that Solomon's fleet brought back precious stones, ivory, and exotic goods from OPHIR. The Philippines is home to a wealth of natural resources, including pearls, which were highly prized in ancient trade. The South Sea pearls of the Philippines are among the most sought after in the world, and their historical significance cannot be overlooked. Additionally, the archipelago's biodiversity and abundance of exotic flora and fauna would have made it an attractive destination for ancient traders seeking unique goods. The connection between the Philippines and OPHIR is further supported by historical trade networks. During ancient times, the Philippines was part of the maritime Silk Road, facilitating the exchange of goods between Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Chinese records from the Song dynasty mention trade with the islands, highlighting their role as a center of commerce and a source of valuable goods. This trade network could have easily extended to include King Solomon's fleet. linking the Philippines to the biblical narrative of OPHIR. Skeptics may argue that the identification of OPHIR as the Philippines relies heavily on circumstantial evidence and lacks definitive proof. They point to alternative theories that place OPHIR in Africa, Arabia, or India, based on other interpretations of ancient texts. However, these theories often fail to account for the full range of evidence supporting the Philippines' candidacy. For example, while Africa and Arabia are known for their gold deposits, they lack the maritime connections and cultural traditions that align so closely with the biblical account of OPHIR. Another point of contention is the lack of direct archaeological evidence linking the Philippines to King Solomon's expeditions. While no artifacts or inscriptions definitively prove that the Philippines was OPHIR, this absence of evidence does not necessarily disprove the theory. The passage of time and the challenges of preserving ancient records make it difficult to uncover conclusive proof. Instead, the theory relies on a combination of historical, cultural, and geological evidence that, when viewed together, forms a compelling argument. The debate over the location of OPHIR highlights the challenges of interpreting ancient texts and reconciling them with modern evidence. It also underscores the importance of keeping an open mind and considering multiple perspectives when exploring historical mysteries. The possibility that the Philippines is OPHIR invites us to re-examine the region's rich history and its connections to the ancient world. Ultimately, whether or not the Philippines is definitively identified as OPHIR, the theory serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of human history. It illustrates how trade, exploration, and cultural exchange have shaped the world we live in today. The story of OPHIR is not just about gold or wealth. It is about the enduring quest for knowledge, discovery, and understanding. The Philippines, with its rich heritage and natural beauty, continues to inspire curiosity and wonder. Its connection to OPHIR, whether literal or symbolic, invites us to explore its history with renewed interest and appreciation. By examining the evidence and embracing the mystery, we honor the legacy of a land that has captivated the imagination of generations. The question remains, could the Philippines truly be the legendary OPHIR? While we may never have a definitive answer, the journey to uncover the truth is as fascinating and enriching as the legend itself. The Bible vividly recounts the expeditions of King Solomon's fleet to OPHIR, describing voyages filled with both promise and peril. These expeditions, carried out in partnership with Hiram, the king of Tyre, were monumental undertakings that required advanced maritime technology, exceptional navigation skills, and extensive knowledge of trade networks. Understanding the journey of Solomon's fleet provides crucial context for evaluating whether OPHIR could indeed be the Philippines. The fleets dispatched by Solomon were no ordinary vessels. These ships, known as Tarshish ships, were built for long voyages and laden with goods for exchange. In 1 Kings 10:22, it is mentioned that these fleets returned every 3 years, bringing back treasures such as gold, silver, ivory, apes, and peacocks. This detail is significant because it implies the destination was located far enough to warrant a multi-year expedition. The Philippines, situated in Southeast Asia, aligns with this timeline, as it would have required significant time to navigate from Israel across the Red Sea, through the Indian Ocean, and into the maritime trade networks of the East. To understand how these voyages were conducted, we must examine the collaboration between Solomon and Hiram. Hiram was known for his mastery of maritime trade and the expertise of his Phoenician sailors. The Phoenicians were among the most advanced seafarers of the ancient world, credited with pioneering shipbuilding techniques and navigating uncharted waters. With Hiram's assistance, Solomon's fleets were equipped to undertake the long and treacherous journey to OPHIR, overcoming challenges such as unpredictable weather, piracy, and the logistical demands of long-distance travel. The proposed route to OPHIR underscores the Philippines as a plausible destination. From Israel, the fleet would have sailed down the Red Sea, a natural trade corridor connecting the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. Once in the Indian Ocean, the fleet would have followed established trade routes, passing through the Arabian Sea and navigating eastward. Historical records and maritime archaeology indicate that ancient trade routes extended into Southeast Asia, where the Philippines served as a vital hub for commerce. The abundance of natural harbors and strategically located islands would have made the archipelago an attractive stop for ancient mariners. One fascinating aspect of Solomon's expeditions is the cargo they carried back. Beyond gold and silver, the Bible mentions exotic goods like apes and peacocks, which are native to Southeast Asia and regions near the Philippines. This provides further evidence linking OPHIR to the Philippines, as it suggests that the fleet ventured into areas known for these animals. The inclusion of these items highlights the desire for not only wealth, but also prestige, as these exotic goods symbolized status and power in the ancient world. The role of ancient maritime technology cannot be understated in the context of these expeditions. The balangay, a traditional Philippine boat, provides a compelling parallel to the ships of Solomon's fleet. Excavated remains of balangay boats, dating back to as early as the 4th century CE, demonstrate the advanced shipbuilding capabilities of the Austronesian people. These boats were designed for long-distance voyages with a robust structure and the ability to navigate open seas. The skills of ancient Filipino mariners, combined with the resources available in the Philippines, make it plausible that OPHIR was within reach of Solomon's fleet. Another critical factor to consider is the role of trade networks in connecting OPHIR to Israel. The ancient world was characterized by complex and extensive trade systems, linking regions across vast distances. Archaeological evidence from the Indus Valley, Mesopotamia, and Southeast Asia reveals the exchange of goods and cultural influences, suggesting that trade between the Middle East and the Philippines was feasible. The maritime Silk Road, which flourished during later periods, likely had its precursors in earlier trade routes that connected these regions. The participation of Solomon's fleet in these networks highlights the strategic importance of OPHIR as a center of commerce. Critics may argue that the identification of OPHIR as the Philippines hinges on circumstantial evidence. However, the convergence of biblical accounts, historical records, and archaeological findings provides a strong foundation for this theory. While definitive proof may remain elusive, the connections between Solomon's fleet and the Philippines are too significant to ignore. The journey to OPHIR also raises broader questions about the motivations behind Solomon's expeditions. Was the quest for wealth driven solely by economic considerations, or was there a deeper spiritual or political purpose? The construction of Solomon's temple, funded by the treasures of OPHIR, suggests that these voyages were not merely commercial, but also symbolic of Israel's divine mandate. The temple stood as a testament to Solomon's wisdom, power, and the blessings of God, and the resources from OPHIR played a central role in its creation. Moreover, the collaboration between Solomon and Hiram highlights the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. This partnership, uniting the seafaring expertise of the Phoenicians with the ambitions of Israel, demonstrates how diverse cultures contributed to shared achievements. The story of Solomon's fleet is not just a tale of exploration, but also a testament to the ingenuity and cooperation of the ancient world. The mystery of OPHIR invites us to reflect on the enduring legacy of these voyages. The search for wealth and knowledge drove ancient civilizations to explore uncharted territories, forging connections that shaped the course of history. The Philippines, with its rich resources and strategic location, emerges as a compelling candidate for OPHIR, offering a glimpse into the intricate web of trade and culture that defined the ancient world. Whether or not the Philippines is ultimately confirmed as OPHIR, the theory underscores the importance of viewing history through a global lens. The connections between Israel, the Phoenicians, and Southeast Asia highlight the shared heritage of humanity and the enduring quest for discovery. OPHIR's legacy, shrouded in mystery, continues to inspire curiosity and wonder, reminding us of the boundless possibilities that lie at the intersection of history, faith, and imagination. The expeditions of Solomon's fleet to OPHIR stand as a symbol of human ambition and ingenuity. They remind us that the pursuit of knowledge and understanding transcends time and place, connecting us to the past and guiding us toward the future. By exploring the story of OPHIR, we uncover not only the treasures of the ancient world, but also the enduring spirit of exploration that defines us all. The reputation of the Philippines as a land rich in gold and natural resources did not emerge solely from ancient times. Throughout its history, this Southeast Asian archipelago has been renowned for its abundance of treasures, earning it a place of prominence in the region. Exploring how the Philippines' resources influenced both its historical development and interactions with foreign powers sheds light on its connection to the legendary OPHIR. During the pre-colonial period, the Philippines was a thriving center of trade and commerce. Indigenous communities across the islands mined and utilized gold extensively, creating intricate jewelry, ceremonial items, and tools. These artifacts, many of which have been unearthed by archaeologists, showcase the advanced craftsmanship of ancient Filipinos. The goldsmithing tradition in the Philippines was not only a symbol of wealth, but also a cultural identity, passed down through generations. This aligns remarkably with the biblical description of OPHIR as a land of extraordinary gold wealth. Historical accounts from neighboring regions also testify to the Philippines' status as a land of gold. Chinese traders during the Tang and Song dynasties referred to the islands as a source of precious yellow metal. These interactions highlight the Philippines' integral role in the regional trade networks of Asia, where its gold was exchanged for goods like silk, ceramics, and spices. The idea of the Philippines as OPHIR gains further traction when considering these robust trade relationships, which likely extended to the Middle East and beyond. With the arrival of Spanish colonizers in the 16th century, the Philippines' reputation as a golden land became a focal point of European interest. The Spaniards were astounded by the wealth they encountered, observing native Filipinos adorned in gold ornaments and using gold coins in everyday trade. Chroniclers such as Antonio Pigafetta, who accompanied Ferdinand Magellan on his expedition, noted the abundance of gold in the islands, describing it as a land overflowing with riches. This historical narrative of the Philippines mirrors the allure of OPHIR, whose treasures captivated King Solomon's kingdom. Spanish colonization not only sought to exploit the Philippines' gold, but also reshaped its trade networks. The Manila galleon trade, established in the late 16th century, connected the Philippines to the Americas and Europe, turning it into a critical hub for global commerce. Through this trade route, the wealth of the Philippines, including its gold, flowed into the hands of European powers, fueling their economies and influencing the course of world history. The parallels between the role of the Philippines during the galleon trade and OPHIR's function in Solomon's time as a center of wealth are striking. The natural resources of the Philippines extend beyond gold. The archipelago's biodiversity and geological richness make it a treasure trove of valuable commodities. Pearls, for example, have been a highly prized resource in the Philippines for centuries. The South Sea pearls harvested from the waters around the islands are among the most sought after in the world, symbolizing beauty, luxury, and prestige. Similarly, the hardwoods of the Philippines, such as Nara and Molave, were highly valued in ancient and colonial times, reminiscent of the almug wood described in the Bible as one of the treasures of OPHIR. The influence of the Philippines' wealth on global powers did not come without consequences. The exploitation of its resources during colonial rule led to significant social and economic upheaval. The extraction of gold and other resources enriched foreign empires while leaving the local population to grapple with the effects of economic dependency and cultural disruption. This mirrors the broader historical pattern of resource-rich regions being targeted by more powerful nations, often at the expense of the indigenous people. The story of OPHIR, as described in the Bible, serves as both a celebration of wealth and a cautionary tale about its consequences. In modern times, the Philippines continues to be recognized for its natural wealth, though the exploitation of these resources remains a contentious issue. Gold mining is still an essential industry, with the country ranking among the top gold producers in the world. However, environmental degradation and social conflicts often accompany mining activities, raising questions about the sustainability and fairness of resource extraction. The legacy of OPHIR, if tied to the Philippines, reflects a complex relationship between wealth, power, and responsibility that resonates to this day. Beyond material wealth, the Philippines' cultural and spiritual heritage adds depth to its identity as a land of treasures. The nation's rich traditions, shaped by a confluence of indigenous beliefs, Asian influences, and Western colonization, create a unique tapestry of history and culture. This cultural richness parallels the spiritual significance attributed to OPHIR in the biblical narrative. If OPHIR was indeed the Philippines, its role extended beyond being a source of gold. It was a land that connected people, ideas, and traditions across vast distances. The connection between the Philippines and OPHIR is not just a matter of historical speculation, it is also a source of pride for many Filipinos. The idea that their homeland could be the fabled land of Solomon's treasures inspires a sense of wonder and curiosity about their heritage. It invites a re-evaluation of the Philippines' place in history, not merely as a nation subjected to colonial exploitation, but as a pivotal player in the ancient and global story of human civilization. The Philippines' legacy as a land of gold and natural wealth reminds us that history is often written in layers, blending fact, legend, and interpretation. The search for OPHIR reflects a broader human desire to uncover the mysteries of the past and to understand the connections that bind us across time and space. Whether or not the Philippines is ultimately proven to be OPHIR, its story continues to inspire and challenge us to think deeply about the intersections of wealth, power, and identity. As we explore the Philippines' rich history and resources, it becomes clear that its significance extends far beyond the treasures of the earth. It is a land of resilience, creativity, and cultural richness, a true testament to the enduring legacy of a people who have thrived amidst challenges and celebrated their heritage with pride. The story of OPHIR, woven into the fabric of the Philippines' history, serves as a reminder of the wonders that await discovery in the untold chapters of human civilization. The Philippines' reputation as a land of gold, whether tied to OPHIR or not, reflects a timeless truth: that wealth is not merely a matter of material riches, but also of cultural and spiritual abundance. This perspective invites us to view history not just as a record of events, but as a living narrative that connects the past to the present and shapes the future. In this light, the Philippines stands as a beacon of hope and inspiration, inviting the world to explore its treasures and celebrate its contributions to the shared story of humanity. Whether through its gold, its pearls, or its people, the Philippines continues to shine as a land of unparalleled beauty and significance, a true modern-day echo of OPHIR. The story of OPHIR, whether fact or legend, invites us to delve deeper into the mysteries of the ancient world and the enduring legacy of wealth, trade, and culture. If OPHIR truly is the Philippines, then this Southeast Asian archipelago represents more than just a geographical location. It symbolizes the interconnectedness of civilizations and the timeless pursuit of discovery and prosperity. The possibility that the Philippines is the biblical OPHIR brings a sense of pride and curiosity to Filipinos and the world at large. It challenges traditional narratives, reminding us that history is not confined to the stories of empires and conquerors, but also includes the vibrant cultures and peoples who played vital roles in shaping global trade and cultural exchange. The Philippines, as OPHIR, would stand as a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of its people, whose mastery of maritime trade, resource management, and cultural preservation continues to inspire today. Whether it is the gold that adorned ancient temples, the pearls that dazzled traders, or the rich traditions that continue to thrive, the Philippines reflects the richness described in the biblical account of OPHIR. Its story is one of abundance, not just in material terms, but also in cultural and spiritual wealth. By exploring the connection between OPHIR and the Philippines, we uncover a deeper understanding of the role this nation may have played in the broader tapestry of human history. However, the story of OPHIR also offers lessons for the modern world. It reminds us of the potential for wealth to bring both prosperity and challenges. The exploitation of resources, whether in ancient times or today, often comes at a cost to the environment and local communities. The Philippines' modern struggles with resource extraction highlight the importance of balancing economic development with sustainability and equity. As we reflect on the legacy of OPHIR, we are called to consider how we can honor the Earth's treasures while ensuring they benefit all. The enduring allure of OPHIR lies in its mystery and the questions it raises about our shared past. Could a land so rich in gold and natural resources have been the key to Solomon's wealth? Could the Philippines have been the hidden jewel of the ancient world, sought after by kings and traders alike? While definitive answers may remain elusive, the journey to uncover these truths is a testament to humanity's unyielding curiosity and imagination. In the end, OPHIR is more than a place. It is an idea. It represents the human spirit's drive to explore, connect, and understand. The Philippines, with its rich history and cultural heritage, embodies this spirit, offering a glimpse into the wonders of the ancient world and the enduring quest for knowledge and prosperity. As we piece together the clues, one thing becomes clear. The story of OPHIR, like the Philippines itself, is one of resilience, abundance, and beauty. Whether in its ancient trade networks, its golden artifacts, or its vibrant traditions, the Philippines continues to shine as a beacon of history and hope, a true reflection of the legendary OPHIR. So, as we ponder the question of whether OPHIR was indeed the Philippines, let us embrace the mystery and the journey it inspires. Let us honor the legacy of a land that has captivated the imagination of generations and celebrate the wealth, both material and cultural, that defines its place in history. In doing so, we not only uncover the past, but also pave the way for a future enriched by understanding and connection.